For months on end, the marbles have waited and prepared. Now the qualified teams have been set, and the opening ceremony, as spectacular as it was, is past, and we're ready to pass the torch on from the winners in 2018 to the new champions in 2019, whoever they may be. This is Professor CC19, and welcome to Event 1, Rock Climbing, of the 2019 Summer Marble Algolympics. And we're going to get underway right away here with the course for rock climbing. You may remember it from some of the practice events. It's very tall, trying to rebound off the walls, climb to the very top. Top 2 out of 4 in each group will advance to the next round. Here we go in quarterfinal match A, Azure Royals, Black Knights, Strawberry Streamers, and the Mintergreens, with Bishop, the new marble for the Azure Royals, Dark, the team captain of the Black Knights, Headstream of the Strawberry Streamers, and Coolmint, another team captain selection for the Mintergreens. Are you ready? The wait is over. It's time to begin for 2019. The Algolympics will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, the games have begun, and these 4 are quick out of the starting gates. We have 2 of last year's top 3 teams in this first matchup. Mintergreens, last year's second place team, and Azure Royals, last year's third. Also, we have Strawberry Streamers, who finished last place in 2018. But so far it is Black Knights, Mintergreens, and Strawberry Streamers all very close to one another. Then, oh no, Strawberry Streamers falling back. Bishop of the Azure Royals making a big charge, and they now have the lead. Past the halfway point in this race. It's very fast pace, very energetic, very close runnings between second and third now, as Black Knights and Dark have taken a big lead. Strawberry Streamers challenging Mintergreens. Who is going to get that second place spot? Right now, it looks to be clearly Azure Royals. Black Knights, they're going to get the win here. Can Azure Royals advance, or will Mintergreens try and make a charge? Azure Royals getting close. Mintergreens trying to close the gap, and Azure Royals have advanced. Mintergreens trying to finish it off for third place, and they have done that as well. Heartbreak once again for Strawberry Streamers after qualifying so well in Group A, being the top team to qualify out of Group A. They're going to finish last place in their matchup. I mean, honestly, it was a pretty tough matchup against Mintergreens and Azure Royals. Black Knights proven to be quite a good competitor with their team captain Dark in this very first event. They are going to win in the first matchup. Azure Royals with Bishop, the brand new marble, the back marble brought in to replace Queen this year. He was last year's alternate, but he is going to advance to the semifinals. Mintergreens going to the third place Consolation. Strawberry Streamers max score is now 3. They're going to the fourth place Consolation. Now we move on to Heat B. Alright, the teams for Heat B are now on the starting gates. Icers, Raiders, Mystic Twisters, one of the new teams, and Ultraviolets. Chill running for the Icers. On the ball, the Speedy Marble, star of the Raiders. Lightning, one of the light yellow color marbles of our dual color team, Mystic Twisters. And the team captain, Purple, for Ultraviolets. We'll see how they do on this course. Top 2, once again, moving on. Expect to see that twisting effect of the dual tracers of lightning to be shown off here. Raiders, and on the ball off to a quick start, as expected, with Mystic Twisters currently running in second place. Ultraviolets, they were struggling in last year's game, finishing all the way down, last year's games, finishing all the way down in 13th. But this year, they have been coming on strong. Good performances in the preseason tournament and in the qualifiers. Right now they are running in second. Mystic Twisters and Lightning have fallen way back as the Raiders are dominating this course. This might be an all-time record. Look how quickly Raiders are done with this course, and they are moving on. Now comes the question of who is getting second. Is it going to be Ultraviolets or Mystic Twisters? It's going to be close between these two. Ultraviolets, they're going to need to clinch it here because Mystic Twisters are getting close. This is going to be a very close matchup. Who is going to get that second spot? A collision. Mystic Twisters are going to get it. Oh my goodness, that was one of the closest finishes so far. I haven't seen a finish like that since Event 11 of last year. But what a finish for Mystic Twisters, hitting Ultraviolets in the final stretch, and our very first rookie team will be moving on to the semifinals. Man, Ultraviolets, you can't get much closer than that. Icers, not having much momentum in this race. They're going to the 4th place Consolation round. But we had a very close matchup in the very first matchup of 2018. It took one more round to get into it, but that was quite a start in the first event in 2019. Now we're going to move on to Heat C. Okay, now we're here in matchup number 3. Grayscales, Gold Globes, Jack's Jokers, and Team Neon. Grayscales running with Drawing. Grayscales, of course, the winners of the preseason tournament this year. Coming off of that bit of success, they didn't have to go through the qualifiers. They were the 5th team to automatically qualify after last year's top 4. We also have the so far successful rookie team, Gold Globes, and their back marble Glare, and the 2 team captains, Prank of Jack's Jokers and O of Team Neon. We'll see how they do on this course. Alright, Jack's Jokers starting on the right, shifting to the left, then going back right again. But it's going to be Grayscales first to hit the course and first to begin the ascent, while Jack's Jokers still way back behind. They are just now starting the course, while the other 3 teams have already made it up several levels. The 2 G teams, Grayscales and Gold Globes, both pretty successful in the 2019 season so far. Now Team Neon coming through kind of out of nowhere. They were kind of hidden in the mix there, mired in the middle, I like to say, with Jack's Jokers, but now they are running in 2nd place trying to track down Grayscales. Grayscales trying to continue that momentum after winning the preseason tournament. So far it looks like they are doing so quite well. And it looks like they are going to advance. Well, not quite yet. A little bit of a rebound. Grayscale still fighting on this course. It's going to be Team Neon taking it away from them. Team Neon gets the win. Grayscale still going to advance, but they are only going to get 2nd place. Gold Globes trying to track down Jack's Jokers. It's not going to happen. Gold Globes off to a rough start. Man, that's not what I expected at all. Coming off their tremendous success in the preseason. Gold Globes are going to finish last place in this first matchup and are going to be guaranteed only 3 points at most. Well, really, I shouldn't say guaranteed at all. They're guaranteed 0 to 3, anywhere in that range. But Team Neon's going to get the win. They're going to advance to the semis, along with the Grayscales. Jack's Jokers finishing in 3rd. Shockers early on, especially if you had your bets on Gold Globes. They're going to have to get their momentum going in the 2nd event because it's not going to happen in the 1st. Alright, we're already ready for our final matchup of round 1. Our reigning champions, Fireballs, along with Yellowfellas, Crimson Crusaders, and Team Transparent, with Ignite, Feller, Leader, and Transparent Blue. And we're already beginning this course in the final matchup of round 1. Of course, Fireballs, last year's champions. Team Transparent, one of the automatic qualifiers from last year, finishing 4th. Yellowfellas just barely qualified this year, going to the final showdown. And Crimson Crusaders, last year's penultimate finishers, finishing in 15th. One of the fan favorites, but they couldn't really translate that into much success, only earning 1 bronze medal last year. Right now, though, they are running in 2nd, a slight bit ahead of T-Blue, the back marble of Team Transparent, and trying to track down Fireballs, trying to show that they have what it takes to keep their success from last year going. However, they get a collision from Crimson Crusaders that sets them back several rows. They are on par with Team Transparent now. Yellowfellas trying to make their way up through the works. Leader of Crimson Crusaders, after that big hit, Crimson Crusaders, especially Leader, are masters of hitting on contact. They did it with Aquamarines in the preseason duels, and it gave them the win in Duel 8, and it's going to give them the win here in Match 4 of Round 1 in our first event. Fireballs are going to go with them, so they recover nicely. Now comes the question of who is going to get 3rd, Yellowfellas or Team Transparent. So far, it looks like it is going to be Yellowfellas. However, they have to finish the course here. Team Transparent, and it's not going to happen. T-Blue, the back marble selection, not going to work for Team Transparent. Yellowfellas are through to the semifinals. Oh, actually, no, pardon me. Pardon me there. I misspoke. Yellowfellas are through to the 3rd place consolation match. Fireballs and Crimson Crusaders going through to the semifinals. T-Blue, max score now is 3 points. they are going to the 4th place consolation race, which is where we are going right now. Alright, here we are in the 4th place consolation matchup. Strawberry Streamers, Icers, Gold Globes, and Team Transparent. A couple of surprises here, in particular Gold Globes and Team Transparent. Max is 3 points for winning this race, 2 points for second, 1 point for third. Whoever comes in last here gets 0 points, and are going to start these games in last place. We certainly know that Strawberry Streamers want to avoid doing that once again. Really, to them, anything would be better than last place. In the meantime, Gold Globes, trying to prove that their success early on is capable of transitioning through to the main games. Icers had the lead, but now they fall all the way back down, victim of those disastrous collisions, in particular on those challenge levels. Here we have Strawberry Streamers leading the way over Gold Globes. Team Transparent in third, Icers, longtime rivals of last year's champions Fireballs, running significantly behind. We'll see what T-Blue of Team Transparent can do. They're closing in, colliding with Gold Globes, and it pushes both of them back a couple of rows. Looks like Strawberry Streamers are going to win this consolation match. Now T-Blue is down all the way back to the halfway point in this race. Icers coming up through the works. They are now into second place. Gold Globes trying to track them down. Will it happen, though? Another collision. It's going to put Icers through. Gold Globes are going to get third. Team Transparent off to a very bad start. They only get, well, actually, no, they get 0 points. Gold Globes are going to be the team that gets 1. And that is it. Strawberry Streamers, 13th. They get 3 points. They are relieved not to be at last, although they do have work to do. Icers get 2. Gold Globes, at least they're on the board. But Team Transparent, the back marble section did not work at all for them. They start in last place and 0 points. Now we're going to move a little bit higher to the 3rd place consolation matchup. Alright, here we are in the 3rd place consolation race. Wintergreens, Ultraviolets, Jacks, Jokers, and the Yellow Fellas. 3 team captains. And then Feller, 3rd in the lineup for the Yellow Fellas. Maybe at a bit of a disadvantage here. Ultraviolets trying to salvage as many points as possible after just being pipped right at the end by Mystic Twisters. Mystic Twisters, by the way, are the only rookie team that are through to the next round. Now look at this. Yellow Fella's going around the back way. I've never seen that before. That is interesting. Not exactly what they were going for. It didn't hurt them too much, only put them down about 2 rows, but they are currently in last place. These other 3 marbles, all team captains. The Thoroughbreds fighting their way up through here. Now Ultraviolets get a nudge from Yellow Fellas. Ultraviolets are now back in last. They're trying to build their momentum back here, though. Yellow Fellas and Ultraviolets nudging each other several times through here. Looks like so far Wintergreens is going to be the marble to win here. But it's going to be close. Here comes Jack's Jokers. Can Jack's Jokers beat Wintergreens at the end? Well, what about Ultraviolets? They may be coming through the thick of these things. All these things, all these events happening. It's going to be Jack's Jokers, then Ultraviolets. Another close finish, this time in Ultraviolet's favor. They're going to finish 1 place better than where they were last year at this moment. They finished 11th in Event 1 last year. They're going to finish 10th this year. Jack's Jokers is going to win the consolation race. Wintergreen's going to be pushed all the way back to 3rd place. It was very close between the 3 of them. Yellow Fellas not really getting in very much. They are going to get 12th and earn only 4 points. All right, consolation races are now done. Yellow Fellas about to finish, and we are going to move on to semifinal match A. There we go. Yellow Fellas have finished, and here we go. And now, semifinal A, Raiders, Grayscales, Fireballs, and the Black Knights, all of which have advanced out of the first round, and 2 of them will move on to the final. They have On the Ball, Drawing, Ignite, and Dark. We're going to kick things off in the semifinals right now. Stakes get higher. All these teams look very determined here. On the Ball starting off on the left side. They're going to start 3rd behind Fireballs, who got off to a very quick start. Black Knights are up there too. Raiders getting pushed back to last place by the Grayscales. Now, as these marbles work their way up, I do need to mention that there are no longer going to be consolation races for those that do not advance out of the semifinals. It is now based on time. So we take the third and fourth place finishers in these semifinal heats, analyze how many seconds it took each of them to finish. The fastest time of them will come in fifth place, and the slowest will come in eighth place. And I'm glad I picked this matchup to talk about the rules with, because it does not look like it's going to be very close. Raiders, once again, proving the dominance of on the ball. But other than that, it's not really a close race for second place. Only if Black Knights slows up, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Black Knights are going to join Raiders and on the ball in the final. Question is, who's going to get third? Right now, it looks like it's going to be Grayscales, unless Fireballs can pull off something amazing for back behind, and it is not going to happen. In fact, Fireball's not looking in very good shape at all. Grayscales are going to get third place, and we're watching back here. This is the second year in a row that Fireballs have made it to the semifinals in the first event, but were not able to make it to the finals. Come to think of it, it's actually the same for Grayscales. Last year, Fireballs wound up getting fifth. This year, since it is no longer a consolation race, since it's based off of time, I do think, well, actually know that they will be getting lower than that because Grayscales finished quicker. But yeah, Fireball is going to fall back to last place, while Raiders and On the Ball and Black Knights with Dark have advanced to the finals. They will be facing two teams who advance out of semifinal B. That is where we are going to right now. Alright, here we are in semifinal match B with our other group of semifinal teams. Crimson Crusaders, Mystic Twisters, Azure Royals, and Team Neon, with leader Lightning, Bishop, and O. And if Azure Royals and Bishop, or Mystic Twisters and Lightning, or both, could advance to the final, it would be very proving for both of those teams. In particular for the individual marbles. Bishop trying to prove his worth and value, being the new marble for the Azure Royals. And in the meantime, Mystic Twisters and Lightning second in the lineup, just trying to prove their merit and value as a brand new team in this year's games. So far, though, it is neither of them. It is the team captain O of Team Neon with a huge lead in this course so far. But that mystifying effect of the double tracers of Lightning is currently running in second place. Crimson Crusaders and Azure Royals falling behind with every row. It looks like Team Neon is going to win this matchup and advance to the finals. Not guaranteed yet. Looks like they are going to advance, but we have to see, will they win the matchup? Mystic Twister is beginning to close the gap. It's not going to matter. Team Neon is going to win Group B, and Mystic Twisters are going with them. Our very first rookie team through to the finals. Crimson Crusaders coming through in third place, and Azure Royals coming through in fourth. We're going to have to analyze the footage, though, because these teams were fairly quick. I do think a bit quicker than Fireballs and Grayscales in Group A. Time really doesn't matter if you're in the top two, because that means you're going straight through to the finals. And in this case of O of Team Neon and Lightning of the Mystic Twisters, they are both through into the final round, guaranteed at least 12 points. And we have 4 teams competing for 3 spots on the podium. We're going right to the finals right now.
And now, the final. Black Knights, Team Neon, Raiders, and the Mystic Twisters. 3 veteran teams and 1 rookie team, the top 4 performers in this event. We have only team captains and second in the lineup remaining. Dark and O, team captains, the star of the Raiders on the ball, and Lightning second in the lineup for their corresponding teams. 3 of these teams will earn medals. 1 of them, even though they've come this far and have worked incredibly hard, will come in 4th, just missing the podium. Mystic Twisters, I will tell you, would be incredible for them if in their very first event, competing as a team in the Algolympics, they could earn a medal, maybe even gold. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, the finals are underway. Looks like Team Neon off to a quick start off to the right side. They are looking for their very first gold medal as a team. Same for Black Knights and Mystic Twisters. Team Neon and Black Knights, up to this point in their team history, have only earned bronze medals. The Event 5 last year for Team Neon, Event 3 last year for Black Knights. Neither of them very successful as teams last year. But so far in this event, they are keeping it close. They are our top 2 runners. Only one of them could earn gold. At this point, it looks like it's going to be Team Neon. They have masterfully executed every step of the way. Every heat they have competed in has gone well. I do believe they have won both of their matches in quarterfinals and semifinals, and now they're looking to win in the finals. Can Team Neon earn their very first gold medal ever? Yes, they can! Team Neon is your gold medalist in Event 1. Black Knights are going to come through for the silver. And now comes the question of who's going to get bronze. Will it be O-Raiders or will it be Mystic Twisters? It's going to be O-Raiders. Mystic Twisters going to miss out on the podium in their very first performance. Still very impressive as a rookie team, making all the way through to the finals. And there they go, that mystifying effect of the dual traces of lightning finally coming to a stop. These are your final results. Team Neon, up to this point in their team history, had only earned a bronze medal. Now you can write them down for having a gold. They are the gold medalists in our very first event. Black Knights coming through strong in this final event, in this final race, to get silver. And O-Raiders not able to have repeat success, getting gold in the first event 2 years in a row. This year, they earn bronze. Mystic Twisters, still not a bad points haul. They get 12 for coming in 4th place. Now, before I get to the overall standings, I do need to note something when it comes to the overall standings. The times for the teams that did not advance out of the semifinals. Fireballs got 8th place with the slowest time, 1:51. Grayscales got 7th with 1:21. Even though Bishop of the Azure Royals got 4th place in his individual matchup, the time of 1:15 was good enough to earn Azure Royals 6th place, and Crimson Crusaders off to a much better start than last year, 5th place with 1:08. Now we're going to the medal ceremony and to the overall standings after this very first event. Alright, here is the podium for Event 1. Team Neon earning their very first gold medal as a team. 25 points, they're off to a great start this year. Black Knights earning their very first silver medal with 20 points. And even though O-Raiders is not their best performance to date, this is technically their very first medal of this color. O-Raiders last year earned 1 gold and 1 silver, both attributed to On the Ball. This year, they are getting started with a bronze medal, their very first bronze as a team, also attributed to their Speedy Marble On the Ball. They get started with 15 points. Mystic Twisters, impressive in their first event, making all the way to the finals, not quite able to make the podium. Crimson Crusaders, Azure Royals, Grayscales, and Fireballs in 5th through 8th. Fireballs, last year's champions, starting mid-pack. Jack Stokers and Ultraviolets, 9th and 10th. Minter Greens and Yellowfellas in 11th and 12th. Strawberry Streamers, happy to be in 13th and on the board with 3 this year. Icers, Gold Globes, and Team Transparent, some surprising teams in our bottom 3. We'll see what happens in the second event, the long jump, which will be coming soon. And remember, this year there are 14 events instead of just 12. So you get to see more marble sports, racing, and competition. All these teams are determined to score as good as they possibly can. We'll see who will win the entire games, who the Fireballs will possibly have to pass the torch to as the champions 2019. If you found this video entertaining and fun to watch and you'd like to see the rest of the Algolympics this year and the other marble racing and Candy Crush videos I produce, please subscribe. Leave a comment below if you want to cheer on your favorite team, comment on this event, the style of the race, or if you want to try and make a prediction to who will win the entire games this year. I love reading your comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to tune in next time for the long jump event number 2.